Paul Nuttall said this is not about sowing the seeds of division. We can talk through some of this with the party's deputy leader, Peter Whittle, now.
Hello.
Hello. Many of these policies do target the Muslim community specifically. So is there not a danger that in doing that, you actually increase segregation rather than improve integration?
I don't think that there can be any better way than segregating than, for example, from wearing the face veil. I think that that is a literal barrier to integration. And I think that that is something which there is great public support for getting rid of. And I think that the point really is that we've reached a stage in this country where we've gone down one route, which was a public policy of multiculturalism, which was about separation, not about integration. You know, it's not just UKIP. I mean, whether it's Trevor Phillips or Angela Merkel even, or David Cameron, people like this have been saying that multiculturalism was a failure, that's a bad idea, but they have done nothing about it. We are attempting to address it. This is something which is increasing concern to the majority of people in this country, and I think it should play its part just as much as Brexit in this election.
But you're not mentioning any other religions apart from Islam at the moment. So can you understand why people might feel this is an attack on the Muslim community?
Well, no, because look, when it comes to things like the veil, France has banned it. Belgium has banned it. The biggest parliamentary party in the EU Parliament has recently called for an EU-wide ban on it. I mean, you know, there is a growing concern in Europe about the quite immediate effects that this has in terms of segregating people, and indeed being, you know, an absolute symbol of the subjugation of women, I would say.
Is it the case that you think you've lost the Brexit argument because Theresa May's now made that commitment, so UKIP's just searching for something else to win voters over, and you're going down this fairly radical route as a consequence?
No, we've always got to be radical in UKIP. We've always been radical. And I think that, you know, 10 years ago, you'd have been treating me, I think, like some crazy person if I'd been talking about coming out of the EU. And I think that in 10 years' time, people will say, actually, you know, it'll be kind of quite a common mainstream view. Indeed, it is amongst the public already. It's just that it's not amongst, if you like, the liberal elites.
There have been some constituencies where local UKIP parties have suggested they won't field candidates against pro-Brexit Tory MPs. Is that official party policy? Is it because you think you've lost the argument? Or is it because you don't have enough candidates or money to field them everywhere? Well,
look, first of all, we spectacularly won the argument last year. I mean, we had a referendum, you know, the one that would never have happened without us, and we won the argument. No, it's not official party policy. It's not coming from the top, if you like, no, not at all. That's for sure. It's actually just if certain constituency associations want not to, you know, to put up a candidate against someone who's really worked hard as a Brexiteer, then they should be allowed to. I don't know how many people that will be, but I imagine actually probably quite a small number. But it's certainly not something that's coming from the top.
Do you still believe your policies can cut through beyond Brexit?
Oh, absolutely. I think that we are more important than now. I think that, you know, back in 2014 or something, I think that they were saying we had no point because Cameron had then just put forward the referendum, if you remember. Well, here we still are. And the fact is we will continue to address the sorts of issues that other parties simply won't go near.
Peter Whittle, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
So that's UKIP's Deputy Leader Peter Whittle outlining some of the policy platforms that the party may stand on in this election, which, as you can see...
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.